Here's the part 2 of exposing the swamp in Midland. Make Midland great again. Now, the last video I dropped, I went on and on about how they tricked the citizens of Midland basically in the last bond, right? The MISD bond. And now I'm paying almost $3,000 in taxes per year. $1,700 is going to MISD. Okay. And they lied, Reagan and Hosa, saying that this was not a tax rate increase when come to find out, that was a lie. I posted it. I've been posting it. We've been knowing it, but they passed it by a slim margin, and here we are having to pay taxes for 20, 30, 40 plus years. And now Midland College wants to implement a new tax, right? And they did it in the off season, and they want to get us in debt for $450 million, right? With the end cost being $1.1 billion for 40 years. There's a lot of things wrong with the bond. We've done videos. I've done interviews. You know, they have it worded in there where they can actually adjust the interest rate to fulfill the bond obligations, right? To make us pay more if they need to pay more. So the whole thing is a sham, in my opinion. But this video, I want to take you down my feed on my personal page of Facebook because I've gotten very much entrenched into this whole situation. It's like you don't care until you really care. Once Stan Smith from Midland Street News showed me my actual taxes. He went to the MCAD to pull up my address. I mean, he's my buddy. He's been over here. He showed me his. At the very bottom of it, the last video, check it out. It shows you how much you pay. I'm paying up to 5 different entities / taxes for different things I have no involvement in whatsoever. My kids don't go to MISD. There's another one for, I believe, the hospital. I don't go to the hospital. I don't want to go to the hospital for Midland Memorial, especially the people that run it, the bread and misses. I'll leave it at that. But the point is, I'm being taxed up to $3,000 per year. If this bond passes, it's going to go up even more for 30 to 40 years. Like I told my son in a text message, son, we could invest that money, $3,000 is not chump change, into some kind of mutual fund, IRA, or 401k, something. Let's be honest. Whenever you do a 401k, I mean, it's hard to get my son and my daughter's boyfriend and the youngsters to even invest in their 401ks or finally starting to listen to me. But you know how it is whenever you're young and you don't know about, the 401k situation. It's hard enough to get them to invest in it. And a lot of people don't want to put that money into their retirement. Let's be honest. They think maybe $100 to $200, maybe $300 a month is too much. Imagine paying that in taxes. So imagine if you could put all that money into a retirement account, y'all, your 401k, but no, you're spending $3,000. That's just me on the low end. I'm in the south side. I'm paying $3,000, if not more, with this new bond they want to implement. I'm going to be paying $3,000 to $4,000 a year for 40 years. It makes no damn sense. Once you start putting that into a different retirement fund, you can be a millionaire by the time you retire. But no, they want us to give our money to these people to train them how to weld and how to be nurses and supposedly the oil field. That's a damn lie. Most companies don't really want nobody from the college anyways. They want people they can train themselves. Why do I got to pay for an oil field company's training of their hands? Which I think that's a lie. These people in this Midland College bond, it's the same people from the last energized Midland bond, Reagan and Hosa and all of them, liars. And they're doing the same thing over and over again, y'all. If you watch this, remember this. This is not just a Midland, Texas problem. They're implementing these bonds and tax hikes across the nation, y'all. That's how they keep you broke. They implement these bonds and make you pay for it, a tax-paying citizen. And damn, before you know it, there you are trying to retire, and you really can't retire in peace because in order to pay for your taxes of your house, you got to be paying $3,000 to $7,000 a year just for your taxes. And they keep implementing these bonds time after time, year after year, and we're sick and tired, and I'm glad. I'm glad that we exposed them because I think, and I actually feel like I know, but I'm going to just say I strongly think that they thought that we will be dumb, that we will be in the dark, and they will pass this in the offseason. Midland College and Odessa College both have different bonds on the table right now. They didn't do it in November when everybody's out there voting. They did it right now in the offseason with the chance to us being ignorant to the fact that they are trying to put us in massive debt. This is crazy. But let's go to the Facebook page, y'all, while I keep on, speaking. I'm pissed, y'all. It pisses me off. I made a post and I said they tried keeping the Midland College bond on the down low. They expected low voter turnout. They put it up for vote in the offseason, and they expected Midland taxpayers to be in the dark in regard to this massive bond / debt. Glad what is done in the dark has been brought to the light. It's a bad deal for the already overtaxed citizens of Midland, Texas. I proved that with the last video. I've been telling you right now, we're overtaxed. 5 different taxes I'm paying right now, and things have nothing to do with me. It's a bad deal for the already overtaxed citizens of Midland, Texas. That's why I'm voting no. We are out delivering signs every day of the week. Inbox me if you need a sign. Just send your address. Me and my wife did it yesterday. Stan Smith's been doing it all this whole time. We're getting them out there. They're taking them down. I have reports of people stealing them. They're, code enforcement's taking them down. I've been hearing, but we're going to keep putting them out there because you know what? People need to know what's happening in our city. So let's continue down this actual timeline. Shout out Kevin Williams of the Save Ranch Land. Now it's actually the Remembering Ranch Land page. Let me go and refresh this, y'all, because this barely broke. He shared this right now, and I reshared it, and he posted in the Remembering Ranchlands page. Kevin Williams says, taxing entities took your tax dollars and bought your golf course. Then the same entity destroyed it. Now another entity wants $450 million. Show them you won't let it happen again. Vote. Shout out Kevin Williams, y'all. I told him before the situation with the Ranchlands golf course. It was the that was the jump off of everything. They basically got the ranch, the golf course. It was designated to be a golf course. The video is on my channel. You can check it out. I'll probably put the link in the description. But basically, a shorthand story of this is they had Ranchland Hills Golf Course, 60 to 70 year golf course here in Midland, a staple in the community. They Midland, MISD bought it, and they basically, in the paperwork for the actual title, the deed, or the paperwork for the golf course, it said it was supposed to remain a golf course. It's designated as that. Midland MISD came and bought it. I think they kind of did a land grab, to be honest. They really didn't put up for offer for anyone else to put a bid. They bought it. Then they're going to tear it down, right? And they're going to build a new school there. And they're going to use tax-paying dollars, okay? And then the problem is now there's talks of them wanting to build another golf course. So they got rid of a good golf course, destroying the whole, scenery, the trees and the golf course, to build supposedly a school there that was never designated for school. That's pretty scandalous in my opinion. And then they want to build another golf course. They're going to ask for more tax-paying dollars. Crazy. But shout out Kevin Williams. If you get a chance, join the Remember Ranchland Hills and Save Tax Dollars page. Like I said, he was the beginning of all this, because I think when that happened, then they passed this horrendous MISD, Energized Midland / Reagan, in a wholesale lie that it wasn't going to raise your taxes, which it raised mine. The hell it did. Big time. I think that is the beginning of all this, y'all. It just started like this. So Ranchland Hills Golf Course will not be torn down in vain, because I think that actually sparked a lot of people to start paying attention how crooked our freaking city is. So let's go down the feed, y'all. It's my page on Facebook, Nino Rodriguez. It says, is this the kind of Midland College professors we need? Christ denier, Trump hater, and an illegal alien supporter. This is the video I did. Whenever they had a Spanish-English presentation at Midland College, Cogdale facility, right in my neighborhood, heart of my neighborhood in Southside Midland, I went. And while I was out there with my signs, going to go listen to them and question them about this huge, massive debt, me and Stan were there, and I walked up on this guy, and we had a pretty good debate for about 30 to 40 minutes. Don't let this guy trick you. He was trying to basically talk down on us for being anti-bonders. He's a pro-bonder. He's from Fresno, California. He denies Christ. He don't like Trump, and he admitted on camera to helping and aiding and abetting illegal aliens. The video's here on the page. It's on the channel. Check it out. And this is a Midland College professor. So you want me to fund people like him, buildings for him to walk around, drink coffee, and talk bad about my president? Man, screw you. How about that? So there's this guy. I forgot his freaking name, but very eye-opening interview. This is the kind of attitude they have. And he even said, I went to college, so I don't have to be in the oil field. Oh, so you're better than us? We've seen people with actual college degrees throw them out the window, jump in the oil field, and make more money. So you can sit there and talk high and mighty, Mr. Fresno. But you're in my neck of the woods now, Holmes. All right, let's see. There's that. Here's the video I did. If you get a chance, this is Kyle. Kyle is part of the John Burke Society, teaching people how to utilize, analyze, respect and defend the Constitution the way it's worded, and use this to implement, tactics to stand against these people that want to tax us to death. This video right here, almost 800 views already, and this is not bad for a video that's really a local issue. People love this video. I've got a message on what's it called? Nextdoor, my bad. I got a message on Nextdoor. People telling me, thank you for your coverage on this. We didn't know nothing about this. We were going to go vote no. I've been sending people this link. I'm glad that you put this out there, explaining the whole bond situation the way you did. Man, awesome audio, awesome video. Me and Stan Smith collaborated on this, and we put this out there. And this right here is the whole situation of the bond. You can watch it, 30, 40-minute video, and make a decision if you want to vote for $1.1 billion of debt for 40 freaking years. This is the video right here, y'all. Citizens are not powerless. We are not. Let's continue. This is the post I made earlier. This is when Stan Smith sent me. This is in part one of the of my, exposing this government waste and this, socialism. He sent me this actual post of my taxes, and I'm paying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm paying 5 entities every year, $3,000. If we get past the Midland College bond, anywhere from $3,200 to maybe $3,500. Who knows? $4,000, $4,500. Who cares, right? It's not their money. Who knows how much I'm gonna be paying? I'm freaking pissed and living. And who knows how much I'm gonna be paying every year? For 40 years for stuff I will never use. I've never been to Midland College. I don't want to go. My kids ain't going to go. My kids are homeschooled, but I got to pay the bill to get more workers to come and live in West Texas and freaking pillage, destroy, wreck, hurt people out here. You don't know what it is to live in an oil town. I'll probably do a video about it, man. It freaking sucks. Anyway, so there's this post. Check your MCAT if you live in Midland. Go look at your property. Go look at the very bottom of your property, your statement, and see how much you're paying in taxes, y'all. This is a big problem, everybody. So let's continue. This is the actual post he sent me. I made a post about that. Everybody's mad about it. Here it is right here. That's my, okay. Let's continue. This is a post. Shout out Alicia. I think it's Barker. Awesome. Sister in Christ. Awesome. Patriot. And she made this post. I had to reshare it. And it basically says, the Midland College, well, if I can get over here, the election order has no ceiling on taxes. Let me expand this, y'all. I want to expand this. How can I expand this? Oh, right here. Sorry. This is what she wrote. We're on it, y'all. I know from what I've found out, they don't like it. They wanted us to be in the dark, and we let this be known and let the taxpaying citizen vote on this, y'all, and vote no for this taxation. It's theft. It says the election order has no ceiling on taxes for the bond. It says that in there. In the wording, that's what this guy Kyle tried to show us. In the actual bond order, he read it on the interview, right? But it says that basically they can raise our taxes to fulfill the bond debt, okay? Very alarming. There's not a cap on this, y'all. Check it out for yourself. Okay, number 2, the current debt is already $2.1 billion. We're already in heavy debt in Midland, Texas. Young people, including families, grandkids, are being priced out of Midland, Texas. They think they're going to stay here with these property taxes and the high cost of living in Midland, Texas. They're going to freaking leave. They're going to go to college, learn something, and leave, and then we got to pay the bill. My kids got to pay for it. And then 4, we have already seen 4 tax hikes in the last 5 years. I done showed you the 5 taxes I'm paying currently. It's true, and it's wicked, and it's evil. Let's continue. Here's the signs. We got them right here. Shout out James Henry. There they are, y'all. We're delivering signs. You need them, let us know. We ain't playing, y'all. We ain't laying back up from this crap. Let's see here. What else we got here? Midland Street News. Check them out. This is from Midland Doge. People say we need a Doge. We actually have a website. And this is from the Midland Doge website. Right here, you can get more information, and our podcasts are on there. Tax hike incoming. They are taxing us to death, I said. The Midland 2025 bond proposal would add about $1.1 billion in new debt, pushing the city's total obligations near $3 billion. According to the election order available for download below, tax rates are not limited to those promised by the college. With Midland already carrying $1.7 billion in debt, adding over $1 billion more after interest will increase long-term tax burdens. It's $450 million right now that they want. In the end, we're going to be paying with interest, right? The people that are smart, when you buy properties and you buy cars and you do have to mess with debt, even though you don't want to, you want to know the interest rate. You don't know how many people in my family I've asked when they buy a brand new shiny car, what was your interest rate? Oh, Nino, we don't even think about that. What the hell? That's the first debt, boy. You ain't gonna do no deal with me and give me a high ass interest rate if I gotta get in debt. So the interest rate with interest is $1.1 billion, y'all. Let's see here. Oh, let's continue on the scroll right here. If you see this sign right here, this shows you right here that they are trying to use your money, your hard-earned money, to fund someone else's training. That's what they claim, which I just think is buildings. Who knows, right? That's their sign, y'all. Midland College works. It works so good. Leave it as is. Don't use my money for nothing, right? Here's some more pictures of houses they posted. Let's see here. Let's continue. Vote no on the bond. We're coming out hard. They actually have... So they have this mailer right here, and the mailer, people have been saying, complaining, it does not have the numbers on here. So if you receive a mailer, let me know. But we already know that there is not a number on here of the debt. This is what they send out there, y'all. They send this freaking stupid mailer they're just talking about, it's not oil and gas, HVAC, plumbing, and welding. Okay, if I need an HVAC guy to come work on my house and he got trained by Midland College, is he going to pass over a discount to me? Hell no, he ain't. So why you want me to pay for his training, but whenever I get a plumber or a HVAC technician to my house, they ain't gonna cut me a deal? So why the hell I want to pay for their training? Let the companies pay for their training. How about that? That's socialism. I don't want to pay for it. So they're sending out mailers with no numbers about the bond, no numbers about how long the debt is, 40 years we got to pay for this. None of that. They just send this little pretty mailer and they want you to be dumb and go vote for this. Hell no, vote no. Let's continue. Oh, this fraud. This will be a whole nother video in itself. Kevin Dawson. He is the liberal lame. I believe they said he lives in Lubbock, but he runs his page maybe in Midland and Odessa. He has blocked many conservative, traditional Christian locals from Midland, Texas, if they disagree with him one slight bit. He blocked me a long time ago, but he is pushing for the bonds for Odessa and Midland College. He wants to put us in debt. Hey, homeboy, this ain't Austin. This ain't Dallas. This ain't Fort Worth. This is Midland, Texas. You're trying to turn this place into a cesspool. And that's what somebody said. They said ever since this guy's page came out, talking about what's coming to Midland, Odessa, that the whole city has gone to crap. And I believe it. And I believe he has a part to do with it. This guy is in bed with the MCD, Midland Corporation Development, whatever the hell it's called. He's in bed with this government entity that's here to tax us and use it to build more businesses. That ain't my business. Remember that. Kevin Dawson, y'all, maybe in Midland, Odessa. I'm going to do a whole other video about this man right here. Weird connections he has in the city. You go on his page, say anything against the bond, he will block you. There's actually proof that this post he made, it's all pro-bond arguments. Anybody that says anything against the bond on this actual post, go check it. It's all pro-bond. Hogwash. All my people are talking crap about it. But if you post on here a comment against it, he will delete your comment, y'all. He's not for free speech. Forget that page, maybe in Midland and Odessa. Trash. Okay, here's me and Kevin Williams talking about the bond ourselves. He brings up a good point. Kids don't know what it is. They don't think about it, about being in debt, y'all. You've been to a Dave Ramsey class, you know that debt is dumb, y'all. So that's a good little clip that we released. And let's continue here. There's me posting about that person that said it benefits for my children and grandchildren. They ain't going to college. My son is a homeschool kid, and we don't have no faith in the public school system or any college in America, to be honest. Okay, it's okay to vote no. We got signs, y'all. This is our signs. You see them on the ground. You see somebody stealing them. Let us know. We want to know about that. Here's the professor again, y'all. So this is just a page, like I said. Midland College Board of Trustees have said, okay, so let me read this. This is very interesting if you're 65 or older, because I asked Adrian Carrasco, a big old lover of this tax bond, right? Supposedly a conservative. I don't think he is. He's a fraud, in my opinion. It says Midland College Board of Trustees. I asked him about this. My bad. I asked him. I said, what about my parents that are 65 years old? I asked him in the actual meeting. Hold on. When I met with Fresno outside of the meeting, after I talked to Fresno, I went in there and listened to him, and I asked him, I said, how does this benefit my grandparents, my parents that are 65 and older, retired on a fixed income? He said that you can get an exemption. He told me in my face. We checked into that. That was a lie. It says Midland College Board of Trustees have said that an exemption is available for those over 65 years old. That means they would not pay the additional tax at all. They are wrong. There is no ceiling in place for Midland College taxes. If you are over 65, you will pay the taxes to fund this bond. Adrian Carrasco, you need to respond to us. Is this correct? We done looked into it. You lied to me. You lied to the community. Below is the form filled with the state comptroller and available on the Midland College website. I didn't put it in this actual post, but I seen the filing status of this bond. I guess you gotta. I wish I could make a bond and make everybody pay for my stuff, right? If I was like them, but they actually filed paperwork. It looks like a 1099 basically. It looks like a W-2 if you don't know what a 1099 is. And they have that actual box checked off. It wasn't checked where you can get an exemption. They lied. Their paperwork says otherwise. It says below is a form filled with state comptroller and available on the Midland College website where this ceiling would be recorded. It is 0. No ceiling. This is black and white. Your MC trustees are elected by us. One of their primary responsibilities is to set the tax rate. And yet, they are either 1, so incompetent to not know how the tax base is determined, or 2, they know and are intentionally misleading our community. I believe they're probably lying. Probably a little bit of mix of both. This whole thing, I believe, y'all, they got exposed. There's a trash bond. None of it makes sense. It's a lot of wasteful spending. I'm going to show you in a minute. And I think that when I listen to these guys talk, Adrian Carrasco and even the professor, the long-haired dude, that's the actual, he's the president. I think this is a half-ass, half-concoction kind of a bond here, y'all. I think they actually don't know what the hell they're doing, but they are trying to spend our money. If you are over 65, you should know how this will impact you. If you are not, but you have family or friends that are, you should know this. If you care about your fellow citizens, you should know this. So My people, they know this. They went and dug it up. They got his actual tax documents. This is not, you cannot be exempted from this. And he lied to me. He said that your parents can go file an exemption form. That's not true. So let's continue. I want to go to one more before I get out of here, y'all. Man, I wish this video wasn't so long already. It's already at 20 minutes. There I am working, y'all. My last load of the day, my second load of the day. And I said, if you work like me and my people, you'd understand why I don't want to be taxed for other people's issues. Vote no on all bonds. I work hard for my money, y'all. You know what? I'm an oil hauler. I consider myself one of the best professional truck drivers in West Texas. I work so damn hard, y'all, that it's like second nature to me, like a lot of us. We wake up at 2, 3 in the morning, we go haul 5 loads, come back in 12, 13, 14 hours. Sometimes we get lucky and do it in 10, make big money, and we do this over and over again for 20 to 50 freaking years. And like I said, to me, it's just, it's like riding a bike. I do it all day, every day. But if you really think about it, it's kind of crazy that someone will wake up that damn early, work so damn hard, make so much damn money, and then for people to try to take my money for other people's training, yeah, that's even the more crazy part. Point is, hard workers like me been doing this for a long time, and regular people or people that ain't in the oil field, they couldn't walk a day in these steel toes. It takes years to master this kind of work ethic and the way we work, y'all. It's not a game. This is the last thing I wanted to show y'all, everybody. This freaking fraud right here. We'll talk about him later. Jared. He's pushing it, y'all. It's kind of funny. Midland College is not pushing like they were at one time because I think they done got exposed. But this guy right here, they even said, bro, are you using like AI answers? This dude right here, y'all, he's the owner of Tall City Brewery. I said, bro, go bow to your beer. You try to put us in debt? Screw you. How about that? Let me finish off, though, right here, everybody. This is one I wanted to show you. Right, here's our little sign. Our little sign, the little yellow one, and they're getting it and they're throwing it away. And look at their big-ass sign. That shows you right there they got a lot of money, y'all. We're going up against Goliath. Big corporations, big money versus the little guy. Look at our little sign. Look at their big sign. This is what I wanted to show y'all. Where's it at? Let me just get over here, y'all. I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me pause. Right here. Now, there's a lot more. I'll scroll and I've seen a lot more, y'all. It's very sad. I'm going to put it up there. You know, this is really for my Midlanders, y'all, to see what's going on. I got a good rundown, part 2. I should make a part 3. But this landscaping and irrigation, y'all, $3.5 million. Let me zoom in. This is the actual the money they're going to spend. But we asked them at the first meeting, where's the money going? You don't even have us a good, itemized list. And they put one out there, y'all. So automotive, training, technology, buildings, $21 million. Diesel, heavy equipment, it's $15 million. They're going to do campus renewal, student center complex, $30 million. God. Landscaping and irrigation, $3.5 million. Residence halls, $35 million. And someone actually had a quote. I wish I have it. I'll pull it up in a minute if I can. But this is basically a renovation, y'all. They're using our money to renovate this place. $450 million, $1.1 billion in 40 years. Freaking trash, freaking bond. And boom, here it is, Judd Campbell. The Campbells, salute them, very smart. Him and his wife, Robin, God bless them. It's post says, looking at the numbers provided by Midland College, they're asking for $35 million to renovate the residence halls. There are 176 rooms. This is a cost of $200,000 per room, which houses 2 people each. He actually had to make a revision or retraction or redactment, issue another statement. It's actually closer to $300,000 per room. Huh, he was wrong. It was higher than that. Anyways, note that this is to renovate, not build new. And these buildings are about 25 years old. I'm learning why they don't want to share the details with us, the taxpayers. This is outrageous. And it says he got an answer from, I think he looked it up online. It says the cost to build an average college dormitory room can range from $200 to $231 per square foot. This translates to a total cost of roughly $60,000 per student bed for smaller residence halls and potentially higher for larger or more complex facilities. The median cost per square foot for resident halls in the U.S. was reported to be $231, up from $200 a square foot the previous year. They actually wanted $35 million, y'all. $200,000 per room, and they each house just 2 people apiece. Can you believe this? I'll finish it up right here. They have a LGBTQ group / club at the college. Just want to let you know that's what they push. There's the actual footage and proof in the college. There's claims they have vacant rooms or letting nonprofits use them. Look it up yourself. There is Kevin Williams. That video is doing good. Speaking about the Ranchland Hill situation, why he got involved with the Block the Brawn group. Here's Stan Smith, great man, oil man, retired, put his kids through, he supplied a good living for his kids. 3 kids, he raised them out the oil field, and he don't want nothing to do with this. Salute Stan. The video is on my channel. Here's the leftist again. Here's another video with Kyle, very informative, and this is the president right here. Damian Kennedy. Base salary is $320,000 per year, according to the college. He wants Midland College to pay over $1 billion for 40 years for the upcoming Midland College tax/bond/debt. Why don't he cut the check? I guess I'd be smiling too if I was him, right? It ain't his money. So there it is, y'all. Part 2, and we're going to keep speaking up. This is ridiculous. I think about my parents. My parents, they're on a fixed income. They're retired. And then there's no exemption for those over 65. I proved it. I mean, I have the actual, I'll try to put it in the description, but I mean, it's already public knowledge. They lied to us. There's no exemption if you're 65. You're going to pay for this. People even saying, I'm trying to retire and just live my life in peace without worrying about this stuff, but they just want to tax us to death. That's what they're doing, y'all. Midland College bond, I would hope and pray that you vote your conscience. I would hope you will vote like an adult and know that debt is dumb. Why do I got to pay for this? It's not my problem. I shouldn't be paying for anybody's training. I shouldn't be paying for new dorms and renovation, and for this long-haired hippie over here to get paid $320,000 a year. Why don't he pay for it? Why don't this man pay for it? Why don't they pay for it? You like it so much, you cut the check. With that, y'all, I'm out of here. Remember, you ain't got to like it, and I hope you don't like it. Huh!